We commend Itumeleng Komane from Sunrise View Secondary School for securing the top position in the Excellence in Technology Enhanced Teaching and Learning category at the National Teaching Awards. As the first teacher from Northwest to attain this honor, Itumeleng's story exemplifies the transformative power of passionate teaching.
Step up and claim your prize.
So you will receive a cash prize.
Nicely done.
Receiving a cash prize, a gift voucher, tablet, backpack, and of course free website design for the school and teacher training.
Indeed. Congratulations. That's really great to see our teachers being rewarded for their hard work, ladies and gentlemen. They work very hard year in, year out. And they deserve this moment, and they must essentially bask in it and enjoy this moment.
You know, we always say that they work in such difficult times. This is a time for them to relax, to be happy, and to get something that will definitely improve, hopefully, their teaching as well.
And enjoy those smooth rides. Congratulations.
Nationally, this comrade obtained position 1. And this comrade is none other than Comrade I.E. Komane. Position 1, the whole South Africa, from Northwest, comrades. A round of applause, comrades. Let's celebrate our winners.
But once we rotate it, we say your height now becomes the length. Look at your pictures. Your pictures are true to the ants. So I'm going to give you one short activity that I want you to do. As a group, remember, look at your pictures. Remember, make sure that if, for example, the example is based on a cylindrical shape, make sure that you're working with the diameter and not the radius.
Itumeleng Komane is an educator and a passionate one. I'm an educator and I teach mathematical literacy. So basically, just to give you a bit of background of where I'm from, I'm not from the Northwest. I moved to the Northwest in 2022 after I completed my B.Ed degree, which I obtained from the Northwest University Vaal campus. I was there from 2018 until 2022. Saw a job post at Sunrise View Secondary School. I looked up the school on their Facebook page and I loved what I saw. I saw an opportunity for me to grow and I decided this is where I'm going. Came here and it has just been an amazing journey. And today I'm proud that I am the #1 teacher in this country because of all of the lessons that I've learned from the school, from the staff, and from our learners. I am a passionate educator. In terms of my passion, it's always been there. It'll always be there. I have to make sure that I put my learners first in everything that I do, and I'll continue to do so even after this award. And I think that is just who I am, a passionate educator that comes from a family of educators, and I hope to continue to make them proud. It is a true blessing. I still can't believe it, to be honest with you. So how it started was I was nominated by my departmental head. So one day, my departmental head just came to my class while I was teaching and he said, "Listen, Komane, you've got so much potential. I see the level of ICT that you use in your class. I want you to enter these competitions." So because it was a first for me, I said, "Okay, listen, I'm not yet agreeing. We'll talk about it, but I'm open to it." So he spoke to me about it. We looked at the criteria and he said, "This is what is required and I know that you've got the potential to do this." So he mentored me, Mr. Matlare, which is my departmental head, as well as the school's deputy principal, Mr. Maimela. They took me under their wing and they guided me through this process. So what happens is you don't just start at the national level, you start at your local level, in other words, the district or the sub-district, where you then get to continue to meet other excellent teachers who then continue to mentor you into getting to this position. And I'll always be grateful to such people to say, you saw my potential, you said you can do so much more, and I'm glad I was a part of this journey, because for me, this is not just about winning awards. This was a developmental opportunity for me because through the NTA, I was able to meet and mingle with the best of the best, and I'll never take that for granted. So I am truly grateful to have been a part of this journey. And I think what we need to understand is that what some people often did not understand is ICT isn't just about the apps and the platforms that you use, but it's about how you integrate these apps into your everyday teaching. This is my first award, and I firmly believe that this is the first of many awards to come. My advice is quite simple. My advice is, if you put your mind to something, you are going to do it, and you're going to do very well in it. What the youth often struggle with understanding is they should never work in isolation. Don't say because you are young, because you've got the technological knowledge, for instance, you want to now isolate yourself. It's important that we understand that as young and as innovative as we are, we need that experience. We need the knowledge from the generation that comes before us to say, how did you guys do it? Let's take it from there. So my piece of advice is, go for it, do it, but in that process, consult others. It's important that we understand that no man is an island. I am where I am today because of the many mentors that have mentored me, mentors that are older than me, mentors that come with experience. So you could imagine, merging that experience with innovative ways is just excellent. So my advice to them is consult, consult, consult. Do not underestimate the advice that experienced educators have. Use it, and you're going to go a very far place. You're going to go very, very far. The first problem as a mathematical literacy teacher that my learners often struggle with is understanding the difference between area and surface area. So with surface area, we now look at 3D shapes. So to help them better understand the properties of 3D shapes, one of the platforms that I use is on PowerPoint, which we use on a daily basis. PowerPoint has a feature that is called 3D models. Now, with 3D models, what you can do is you simply just display any 3D object. So I could display a DVD player or a box or whatever the case may be. Then I allow my learners to now say, let us interact with this object that you know in your everyday lives. How does this make sense? How do we link it to mathematics? So I'll then display the object, and my learners get to interact to say, sir, this object has 2 lengths, this object has so many sides, it has a front, it has a back, and we then get to talk about the properties of 3D shapes. I also make use of, well, I created my own website. Now through this website, I am currently able to do 3 things. The first one, I'm able to share resources with my learners to say, even in your comfort, even in the comfort of your own home, you are able to continue with teaching, which is a very good thing to ensure that teaching and learning not only takes place in my classroom, but it also takes place outside of my classroom. Secondly, I'm able to have virtual classes with my learners to say, those of you that did not understand what I was explained in class today, let us have a virtual meeting, let's talk about it, let's go back, let me re-explain it. Now, what I also love about my subject, my website rather, the last feature is I not only have virtual classes as a group, but I'm also able to have one-on-one tutoring sessions to say, listen, we often face challenges where learners are unable to ask us questions within a group of learners. So through my website, learners are able to book appointments, we then schedule a meeting, and I'm then able to have one-on-one sessions with my learners. What I love about that, it ensures that no learner of mine is left behind. I offer all my learners a fair chance at achieving our curriculum's objectives. So that is just one of the many ways in which I integrate technology in my classroom as a mathematical literacy teacher. So I teach from grade 10 to grade 12. So approximately I've got, let's say, 150 learners per se, but it's just spaced out within the 3 grades. Yeah, it's just spaced out in the 3 grades. Each grade has its own challenges. Each grade has its own needs, and I just cater to them, ensuring that no learner of mine, irrespective of the grade, remember grade 12 results do not start at grade 12. We need to start them from the basic level. We need to start them from the foundation. So through integrating ICT in my class, I make sure that my learners understand what needs to be done. They understand it so that when they proceed to the next grade, they're able to excel in preparation of the grade 12 academic year. SADTU members are truly hardworking, and it starts by ensuring that we've got site stewards that are there for us to say, listen, especially myself. So myself, as I said, I arrived at Sunrise View Secondary School in 2022. The minute I stepped into the staff room, I was approached by a SADTU site steward, Mr. Khajan. He said, listen, you are a new teacher. Let me help you through this process. If SADTU members were lazy or something like that, we would not have such people in place to say, listen, as a new teacher, yes, you've got the knowledge that you were taught from university, but now let me help you maneuver through this process. Let me help you move from being a student teacher to being an actual teacher. So if we didn't have such I would not be where I am today, to be honest. So I completely disagree with that. SADTU members are truly hardworking. SADTU members go above and beyond what is required of them on a daily basis to ensure that we always put our learners' needs first, to ensure that our learners always come first as per our National Development Plan. My message to teachers out there is simple. Colleagues, you are hardworking. You are brilliant. You do so much that often you sometimes feel as if you're not appreciated. I want you to know that you are appreciated for every little thing that you do, whether you are seen or whether you are not seen. You are incredible. Continue at it. Continue to put our learners first. Remember, we need to work together as a collective to say these are the type of learners that we want to produce into a society, members that will be active in building our country to a better future. You are incredible. Continue doing what you're doing. You are wonderful. You are appreciated. The learners appreciate your work. The community members appreciate your work. You are incredible.
My name is Edward Lakekajane. I started to work at Sunrise View Secondary School 2018 as a PL1 educator. And then I started to be the site steward at Sunrise View Secondary School 2021. And then I have 7 years experience in this school. I started my career in this school as a PL1 educator, and then I was elected as a deputy chairperson this year, 2020-24. I'm teaching Setswana in Sunrise Secondary School. I'm teaching grade 8 until grade 12. I'm so happy to see Mr. Komane as a young teacher who has 3 years in field, reaching that level of national teaching awards. He started to work at Sunrise View Secondary School as a PL1 educator. This thing of SADTU teachers, they are very lazy. It's not true. This was evident by Mr. Komane reaching the national teaching awards, and he came as a position 1. It showed that young teachers, they are very passionate, they know their work, they know their story. So I'm very happy, Mr. Komane, you have made us proud as site, you have made us proud as a branch. As Northwest Province, we are very happy to see someone from other province coming to our province and raising the flag of SADTU. I want to say to young teachers out there, let's work together. Let's be passionate about our work. Let's make sure that we represent our branch. Let's make sure that we represent SADTU very well. This award of Mr. Komane, it has shown that everyone is capable. Let's go to classes, let's teach, let's make sure that we develop a young child. This thing of saying that teachers of SADTU, they are very lazy, it must come to an end. But it will come to an end whereby young teachers, we make sure that we go outside there, we show people what are we capable of.
Dumela Mozanzi, South Africa. Donald Trump, if you are watching. I am Miss Mamba from Sunrise View Secondary School in the Northwest. I'm originally from Gauteng. I'm a Riversidean, Riverside High School in Three Rivers. And I'm also from Northwest University. And standing next to me is an NTA winner. Not 2, but 1. Mr. Komane, I am extremely proud of you. This colleague of mine is so inspirational. I would not be here. I would not be standing here if it wasn't for him. He pushes me. He always tells me, listen, work hard. You're going to also reach where I am. He encourages me to always come up with new ideas, to be creative. And I'd like to say that he's our pillar as colleagues. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have all these beautiful relationships that we have. He encourages us to be kind to each other. He gives us free food sometimes. So we really love him. Mr. Komane, could you please not just stop here? You've inspired learners, you've inspired teachers, and one day, as you are looking at me now, I'm going to be very big, and it'll be because of him. So please, I'm extremely proud of you.
I am Mr. Tere. I started teaching in 1996. I have 28 years of teaching. I've been in Sunrise View Secondary since 2014 until now. I started as a departmental head in 2014 until 2019. 2019 I was promoted as a deputy principal. On the 1st of 2023 August, that's when I was appointed as an acting principal. As a principal, I am thrilled. I am excited because Mr. Komane is only 3 years old in this teaching profession. We started with Mr. Komane in 2020, fresh from the varsity. That's when we interviewed him to be part of the SVS family. And then 3 years down the line, he entered for ICT enhanced technology. And then in the province, Mr. Komane is the first one to win in that category. And we are happy as a school. And then he brought us a car. And then I think Mr. Komane, young as he is going to encourage other educators, especially his peers, at least to enter into the NTA next year. As a school, we work as a team. If you enter into a competition, we sit here until 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. We work as a team, we help each other, especially with the preparation. And as a school, I give them a chance to prove themselves. When Mr. Komane came to me, and then he said, "Ma'am, I'm going to enter for NTA." I said, "You are only 3 years old, but I trust you because you are passionate with whatever you are doing." And then as a school, all of us, we chip in to come and assist, especially in all those preparation. Although at the other side, remember Mr. Komane, he is young, fresh from the college. He knows how to use all those technological devices. And when he started with the interview at LEO, that's when everyone was saying, "Just bring it home, just bring it home," until to district. When he went to province, we just said to Mr. Komane, "We can't wait for you to come back with the car from national." We have 950 learners. That's our capacity for the school. And then in each and every class, we have plus or minus 35 learners. We don't have such big classes where learners are overcrowded, but as a school, we have 2 parallel languages. We have Setswana home language, we have English home language. Those who are doing Setswana home language, they are doing English one. Those who are doing English home language, they are doing Afrikaans. In some classes, you'll find that there are learners who are doing English home language, there are learners who are doing Setswana. When it is period for Setswana, they had to split to join other classes. That's where we are having a lot number of learners in that class. But we don't have overcrowded classes. We don't have any challenge when it comes to infrastructure. The problem is the intake of grade 8. That's where we have a problem. I'm sitting with 700 applications for grade 8 2025. Out of the 700 applications, only 183 learners were admitted. Because our exit class of grade 12 2024, there are 183. We cannot take more. If we are going to admit more than 200 learners in grade 8, their classes are 5. That means in each and every grade, there are going to be 40, which is way too much according to our school. So we cannot admit more than, because our infrastructure capacity is 950.